Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles, a channel where I try and showcase the fun that could be had in the world of variant Sudoku. And today I'm doing another puzzle by 99% Sneaky, which are normally 99% sneaky. This one is called a cross, possibly because of these crosses in the grid. I'm not sure, but it's yeah, really interesting looking puzzle using Arrows and Kropki Pairs, so looking forward to getting into it. One of the things, I recently had a comment on the channel. I'm recording this in advance like I always do, but I recently had a comment on the channel from someone who's currently working through the Something Irregular pack, which are the videos that are coming out on the channel at the moment. And they commented that through that pack they had found the Sudoku Takeout list of puzzles. And in there, they noticed that there was another pack, the Sudoku Takeout outside pack. And there were a list of puzzles at the top, and they linked to videos as well, which are videos that have never been actually published as daily videos. They're just unlisted videos on the channel that are available for people who downloaded the pack. So if you go to my Patreon page, available for free in the puzzle collection page, which is often done as a pop-up, but is definitely available in the link in the description below, there's a link to puzzle collections. If you go there, available for free, you don't even need to sign up as a free Patreon member. There's a list of puzzle collections, but one of the recent ones was the Sudoku Takeout Outside pack. And you should feel free to grab any of those packs, but have a look at the Sudoku Takeout Outside pack, which was also done by Maggie and I, because they called out, it's like, why didn't I know about those? There's links to video solves for those there as well, so videos that you may not have seen yet. But they called out, it's like, I didn't know about these. You didn't promote them. I actually did. I made a community post on the YouTube channel about it. I called it out at the start of several videos. I posted it to my free Patreon. You can sign up for free so that when I do release packs and puzzles and stuff, that you will get notified of them. And there's even community rooms on my Patreon where people can talk about the puzzles and puzzle packs and stuff. And I make those open even if you are not a paid member. So I try and make it that people have places to discuss and find these things. But anyway, let's have a look at a cross by 99% Sneaky. So what do we have here? We've got normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Digits along arrows, which may repeat if allowed by other rules, weird wording, are sub to the digit in the attached circle. So digits may repeat along this arrow, and the sum of the digits on the arrow goes into the attached circle. That's those rules. Then digits in cell separated by a white dot must be consecutive, no problem. For each pair of digits in cell separated by a black dot, one must be double the other. Okay, very different wording for basically the same thing. But so this is digits separated by a black dot must be one must be double the other. Digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive. And of course, not all dots are necessarily given. So it is Kropki pairs, because the same as not all arrows are given. It's perfectly fine for those two, the sum of those two cells to be there, or the sum of those two cells to be there, the same way as it's fine for those two dots to be in one of those two cells to be double the other, or one of those two cells to be, or for those two cells to be consecutive. Perfectly fine. All we have is positive information, no negative information. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Now, one of the things I can say is this has to be at least a 7. And the reason for that is the minimum I can put into those cells is 1, 2, and 3. And the minimum I can put there is 1, because these cells all see each other. They're in the same box. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 is 7. So this has to be at least 7. But I don't think that's the way I'm supposed to solve this puzzle. I can see something going on with this run of black dots, because I have to start at one end and then double again, because I can't go, for example, I couldn't go 1, 2 and then back down to 1, because those two digits are in the same box. So I have to double and then double again from one end to the other. So I could go 1, 2, 4 or 1, 2, 4. I could go 2, 4, 8 or 2, 4, 8. I can't go 3, 6, 12 because I can't put 12 in a cell. So it has to go 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8. This is 2, 4, and these are from 1, 2, 4, 8, but this must be a 2 or a 4. Can I do anything with that? 2 and 4 must be on this. Does that do anything to that? Not sure. Is it parity? I'm not sure about that either. Because there must be an even on every black dot. And the reason for that is when you double a digit, you will end up at an even. Basically, a black dot, you must have a low digit, 1, 2, 3, or 4 on one side, and it's even double, 2, 4, 6, or 8 on the other side. With a white dot, you must have an even and an odd. This is a weird pattern. Like if I had 1 here and both of those were 2, that could be 3. Or it could be a 1. But I could go 2, 4, or I could go, for example, 3, 4, 2, 3, or I could go 3, 4, 4, 5. Yeah, there's lots of possibilities. But those are in a parity relationship. Okay, what about this? There's probably something going on here that I don't understand. Because there's only 4 ways of making up a black dot. There's 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, and 4, 8. Okay, there must be a 1 on this, because if there's no 1 on this, then this is 2, 3, 4 minimum, which is 9, and once I add that digit, this becomes, oh, and this must be a 1, a 2, or a 3. Right. So there must be a 1 on this, which means this, if this didn't have a 1, it's 2, 3, 4, which is 9, add at least 1, this would need to be a 10. But the minimum this could be is 6. So if this was any higher than 3, then this would be a minimum 6 plus something higher than 3, even if it was a 4, would also be 10, and it doesn't work. So this is 1, 2, or 3, but this can't be a 1, because if this is a 1, both of those become 2, and it doesn't work. So this either goes 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. So these are from 1, 2, 3, or 4, because it goes 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. Interesting. So these are low digits. Now, if this is 1, 2, 3, this can't be a 1. Neither of those can be 1. Because if this is a 1, this has to be a 2, because the only thing it can't make it a half, and this would be a 2. So neither of those are 1. This is 2, 3, 4. Right. But if this is a 4, this can't be a 2. Yeah, this can't be 2. No, sorry. Wait, what is going on here? 2, 3, 4. If this is a 2, this would have to be a 1. If this is a 3, this would have to be a 6. And if this is a 4, it couldn't be a 2. This would have to be an 8. So these are 1, 6, or 8. Oh, this is the middle of a run of digits. This is a 3. I can't make this if this was a 2, both of those would have to be 3. It doesn't work. That's the 3. Right. And this is a 2, 4, which means there's no 6 possible here anymore, because 6 was only a double 3. It's not double 2 or double 4, and it's not half double 2 or double 4. So these are 1 and 8. But if this is a 3, if I make this its absolute minimum, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which is 6 plus 3, makes this the 9. Okay. Nice opening. But what can this be now? Well, this can't be 3, 6. So this is from 1, 2, 4, 8, and that's a 1, 2, 4, 8 quadruple. But they must be different. So this is either 1, 2, or 4, 8. So this is either 1, 2, or 4, 8. But this can't be 1, 2, or 3. So if this is a 1, this would have to be a 2. It can't be that. If this is a 2, this is a 4. If this is a 4, this can't be a 2, because 1, 2, 3, this would have to be an 8. And if this is an 8, this is a 4. This is only 4 or 8. Which means this, if this is an 8, this is a 4. If this is a 4, this is a 2 or an 8. And that allows any of those, I think, because I could go 1, 2, 2, 4. Okay. But 4 is on this because of the way this is rolled out. Because I can't put 3, 6 on here because there's no 3, 6 on here. This must all be from 1, 2, 4, 8. The minute I put a 3 or a 6 on this, it continues rolling 3, 6 around the dots. So there must be a 4 on here, because if this is a 2, I can't make this 2, 8. It's 2, 4. And if this is an 8, this is a 4. And if this is a 4, it's a 4. So one of these is a 4, which means there's no 4 up here. So this is either 1, 2 or 3, 6. One, 2, or 3, 6. Can I do anything with that? There must be a 4 in here as well. So there's a 4 in here. There's a 4 in here. But I think I could still go 1, 2, 2, 4. That's 8, 4, 4, 2, or 8, 4, 4, 8. I think this is all still possible. This is different to this. And one of them must be 4, 8, and the other one must be 1, 2. So that can never be a 2. Because if this is a 2, 4, what do I have left up here? Yeah, if this is 2, this becomes 4, and that breaks that cell. So this can't be a 2. This can only be 1, 2, or 4, 8, but that can't be a 2. Can that be a 4 now? Yes, 4, 8. But this can only be 1, 2, or 4, 8. Okay. So this is a black dot digit that is not 1, 2, 3. So it's 4, 6, or 8. And the important thing is, because 1 doubles to 2, 2 doubles to 4, 3 doubles to 6, 4 doubles to 8, you can never put a high odd digit on a black dot. So this can't be 1, 2, 3, so it has to be 4, 6, or 8. But I'm not sure that that's giving me much of a restriction. I mean, 5, 7, and 9 are in here. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 7, and 9 are in those. Well, that can't be a 9. Can't even be a 7. So, but it could be a 5. These are different. So yeah, this is either 1, 2, or 4, 8. This is so this. Oh, this whatever this is. So if this is 1, if this is 1, 2, this is 4, 8, and this is 4, 8. So this is actually the blue domino. So those two digits are those two digits. But I don't know that there's a relationship here, because this could cycle back. And I know that there's a 2 and a 4 in. Oh, that's a 2, 4 pair. So there's no 2, 4 there. So so this is a 2 or a 4, because it either goes 1, 2, 4 or 8, 4, 2. I can't make this a 1, because it'd be 1, 2, and that would need to be 4, and it can't be. There's no 2, 4 there. This is actually a 2, 4, because 2 and 4 need to be in there. So this can't be 2 or 4. Does that? Well, hang on. This can't be a 2. So this can't be a 1. But I think that could be a 1 still. That's 1, 2, that's 3. That's 4, 8. There's no 2 or 4 on this. So what's the minimum here, maybe? 1, 3, it's still pretty high. Oh, still pretty low, because with 1, 3 minimum, I could potentially go 1, 1, 3, and that's a minimum of 5. Okay. I'm not fully understanding yet, am I? Well, this is 1, 2, or 4, 8 as well. And it's different to that, Because if this was 1, 2, this is 4, 8. So this is actually the blue domino. Because if this is 1, 2, that becomes 4, which makes this the 4, 8. And if this is 4, 8, this becomes the 2, which makes this the 1, 2. So the blue domino is up here. Both digits of the blue domino are up here. And I can't put 1 and 2 up there, I don't think. Where could I put 1 and 2 up there? I can't put 1, 2 in here. And if this is 2, this becomes 1. And I couldn't put 1 in any of those. I can't put 1, 2 up here. So if this was 1, 2 and this was 1, 2, where do I put 1, 2 up here? I can't put 1 there. If I put 1 there, this becomes 3, 6. And I can't make that 2. Blue is 4, 8. That is really clever. That is sneaky. That is 99% sneaky. So there's no 1, 2 there. This is 4, 8. And this is 1, 2. So 4 and 8 are up here and not in that cell. This is a 4, 8 pair. Now, could that be 4? Well, this is 2. For this to be 4, this would need to be 1, 2, 1. And I can't put 1 and 2 in there. That's the 8. That's the 4. There's no 8 there anymore. So yeah, 4 would need 1, 2, and 1, and I can't put 2 in there because of that 2. There's no 2 here anymore. There's no 1 here. This is 3, 6. There's no 3 here. Okay. So 4, 8, 2, 4, 4, 8 might still be possible. But there's definitely a 4 on this. Okay, I can get... yeah, I can get rid of the blue. Okay. 4 here allows this to be 2 or 8, and 6 makes this a 3. If this is a 6, both of those are 3. How do I make this 8 sum, maybe? I need to put 5, 6, 7, and 9 in there. No, that's not it, I don't think. What is that, maybe? It could be 1, 2, leaving that as 4, 8. And it'd have to be 1, 2. It can't be 2, 4, because both of those would be 8. If it was 3, 6, it would be in either order. And if it was 4, 8, that would have no fill. So they're the only possibilities of that black dot. So 9 isn't in any of those, and I can't put 9 on an 8 arrow because the other 2 digits would need to sum to -1. So 9 is in one of those 2. So 9 is in here. I don't think that's helping me much. Can't put 9 in this box. 9 can't be here because it would make both of those 8. 1 is also an issue. 1 and 9 have to be in those. So this can't be 1 and it can't be 9. Same is true here. Actually, that might be able to be 1. It can't be 9. Because I might be able to put 2 in those. No, I can't, because then this would need to be 1 or 3 and it can't be. So where's 2 in this row? I can't put 2 in any of those. I can't put 2 there because this would need to be 1 or 3 and I can't make it that 1 or 3. 2 is in one of those 2. Three? But 1 in this row can't go on here, but I could put it over there. This could be 1. Otherwise, it's not 2, 3, 4. It'd have to be 5. So it could be 1. It can't be 2. It can't be 3. It can't be 4. It could be 5, 6, or 7. And it can't be 7 because those would both need to be 1. Sorry, 7 would need those to sum to 1 and they can't. If this is 6, both of those are 1. Which would make these 1 and 2. That could work. So This can't be 1. It can't be 2. It can't be 3. It can't be 4. 5, 6, 7, or 9, and it can't be 9. This is only from 5, 6, 7. It can't be 1 because this would have, both of those would have to be 2, and they can't be. It can't be 2 because 2 would make that a 1 or a 3, and it can't be. Can't be 3, 4. Could be 5, 6, 7. Can't be 8. Can't be 9 because both of those would have to be 8. So 5, 6, and 7. If this is 7, these would... So these are from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what could this be? Well, this can only be from 5, 6, 7 because it can't, 5 can't go down and 7 can't go up. So this is from 5, 6, 7. So there's a 6 in one of those two because every consecutive dot needs an even digit. Oh, sorry, there's no 6 there. This is a 5 or a 7. So this has to be even. There you go. Right. This cell was really restricted. I'm going to undo this. But this cell couldn't be 1 because both of those would need to be 2 and that can't be 2. It can't be 2 because if this is 2, this would need to be 1, 3 and it can't be. Can't be 3, 4. It could be 5. It can't be 6. Could be 7. Can't be 8. Can't be 9 because this would have to be 8 and it can't be. It's only 5 or 7. So this, well, let's look at this cell. This has to be even that is consecutive with 5 or 7. So it's 4, 6 or 8, but 4 and 8 are gone. That is absolutely a 6, meaning that is not a 6. But if this is 6, this is 5 or 7, and this now is an even digit consecutive with 5 or 7, which is 4, 6 or 8, and it can't be 8. This is 4 or 6, giving us a 4, 6 pair. Now on this dot, we must have an even digit, and 4, 6, and 8 are not available. So this is from 1, 2, 3, and must contain a 2. There's no 2 there. And that is a 1, 2, 3 triple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 7, and 9. So these are the 5, 7, and 9 in the column. There's no 9 there. That's a 5, 7 pair. That becomes a 9. Sneaky. 9 is up here because 9 now can't be here, so it's not in any of those. 9 is in one of those two, saying that's not the 9, that's the 9. 1 is now on this arrow because 1 can't be in any of those cells. 1 is forced on this arrow with 2 digits that sum to 7 because 8 minus 1. But it could be 1, 5, 2. That could work. But that 4, 6 pair puts 4 down here. Oh, 4, 6 means this is 8. 8, which means these are both 4, which means this is 8. Which hasn't done much. Actually, I can ask about where 9 goes in this box, because I can't put 9 on an arrow that sums to a single digit. So there's no 9 there. There's no 9 there, and I can't put 9 on these dots because it'd have to go 9, 8, 7, and the 8's not available. So 9 is in one of those 3. Actually, no, it's in one of those 2 because I can't put it there because of that 9, which puts 9 in one of those 2. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 7, 9. I'm getting a lot of 5, 7, 9-age in weird places for this, which is cool. So the minimum this could be is still 5 with 1, because I can't do 1, 2, 1 to get it to 4. 1, 2, 1 is 4. So this is 5, 6, 7, or 9. Because it can't be an 8. There's still a 1 in here somewhere. This can't be a 7, because the minimum those can sum to is 3. So the maximum this could be is 6. So 1, 2, 3, can't be 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what it could be, but it can't be 3. So it can't be 6 or 3 because of that, and it can't be 4 because of that. So it's 1, 2, or 5, and it can't be a 2 because of that, because there has to be a 2 on that. Okay, I'm still a little lost. Four must be down here. Is it this run of digits? Because 4 is absolutely in one of those two. 4 here, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 3, 2. Maybe. 8 is in one of those two. What can that be, actually? This can't be a 5, because if this is a 5, the minimum that digit can be is a 5. This is a 1, so this is a 2, 3. Because if this was a 5, let's go back to that. I may have jumped it too quickly. If this is a 5, this digit is a minimum, because it can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Minimum of 5. 5 and 5 is already 10, and that is broken. That would need to be a negative digit. That's a 1. There's no 1 on here. This is a 2, 3. Looking at making that the 1, which makes that the 2, which makes that the 3, which means that's not the 3, so that's not the 6, that's the 4, that's the 6, which doesn't resolve these at all. But this is a 2, 3. And these now have to sum to whatever that is minus 1. But that's cool. 1 is now in one of those two. The 2 says 2 is not there. That's the 2, that's the 1. This is a 5, 7, meaning that is the 1. And those digits sum to 7. Well, let's put this triple in. 3, 5, 7. Well, that can't be a 7. If this is a 3, that's a 4. And if that's a 5, that's a 2, and it can't be. So this is 3 and 4. We're taking 3 out of those. This is a 5, 7. 4, 4 puts 4 in one of those two. That is a 5, 7 pair. This is weird. Five up here is now in one of those two. 6 up here, I don't know. Except this is a 5, 7 pair. So this is a 6, 9 pair, which means this is the 3 and this is the 6. Two is not in any of those. This is weird for knowing where to look next. I'm wondering if there is a way of telling whether they have the same or different. 6 has to be down here. 8 has to be down here. So 8 is in one of those two. 8 is over here. So is it this? 1 is not in any of those or any of those. So 1 is over here. 1 is in one of those three. I can't put 1 here, or both of those would need to be 2. 1, 2, 3. If this is 1, 2, this can't be a 1. If this is 1, this would be 1, 2, 3, and the minimum here would be 4 and 5, and this would be 4, 5, 1, leaving that is at least a 10. So this can't be the 1. The 1 is over here. Meaning this isn't a 1, which means this isn't a 2, this is a 3, 6. That's so cool. One of these must be at least a 1. That's very cool. That is really nice. So what are these? This is a quadruple. 1, 2, 5, 7. So 1, 2, 5, 7 is what these are. And there must be a 1 in one of those two. And that can't be 1 or 2. That's a 5, 7. This is actually a 1, 2 pair because the 1 and the 2 are gone in this box. This is from 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are a 5, 7 pair, which gives us a 5, 7, 9 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6 and 8. So there's no 9 there. That's the 9. This is a 6. No, yeah, this is a 6, 8 pair. But the 9 looks up saying that's not the 9. 9 is in one of those two. So I can potentially colour these now. I might actually. This is one version of 5, 7. This is the other. This is back to the yellow version. This is back the blue version. This is the yellow version. Sorry, yellow version. Maybe that's not helping. But can I get that? Because this chain of 3 digits now, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. So it must have a 4 on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5. Oh no, it must 3, 4, it must have a 5 on it. It must have a 5 on it. If it's 3, 4, it can't be 3, 4, 5. Hang on, what can it be? 1, 2. If it was 3, 4, 5, I'd have to put the 4 in the middle, and I can't. So it doesn't have a 3 on it. It can't be 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6. Or 5, 6, 7 are the only possibles. So it's 4, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7. We should put a 6 there, and these being 5, 7. So that's a 5, 6, 7 triple. There must be a 6 in one of those two. So that's the 9 and that's the 6. So there's no 6 there. Four, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. But this, if this is a 3, this could be a 2. No, hang on. It'd be 3, 1. 3 is in here somewhere. No, 3 is right here. I can't put 3 on this, and the 3 is looking down. This is a 3, this is a 4, so it goes 5, 6. These, well, this is 9 and 7. 1 and 7 is already 8. I need to add no more than 1 to keep this down to 9. Excellent. The 5 is looking up, making that the 7 and that the 5. The 3 is looking across, making that the 2 and that the 3. The 6 is looking across, making that the 8 and that the 6. The 4 is looking across, saying that's not the 4, that's the 4. And these, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7 need to go in. And this triple is 1, 2, 8. Well, there's no 8 there. There's no 1 or 2 there. That's the 8. And this is 1 or 2. So where's 8 in this column? 8 and 8 are saying 8's in those 3, but there's no 8 there, and I can't put 8 next. 8 isn't consecutive with 6. That is an 8. And this is 1 or 2 to complete the column, and the 1 is making that the 2, that the 1, that the 2. The 9 is saying this isn't the 9, so this is the 9, this is the blue 5, 7. Don't think I need this colouring, but I've kind of got it now. So what are these two digits? I don't have a 1 in the column. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have a 7. So these are 1 and 7. These, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have 5 and 6. So the 6 makes this the 5 and this the 6, and that's going to do some of it. That's the 7. That's the 1. That's the 7, which means that yellow is 5 and blue is 7, and they were all different, and I don't need the colouring anymore. 5, 5. 5 is in one of those two. So, the 7 looks up, making that the 5, that the 7, which looks down, making that the 5, and that the 7, which means this isn't the 5, that's the 5. Beautiful. This row, I haven't put 3 and 6, so that's the 3 because there's already a 6. This is the 6, making that the 3 and that the 6. This box is missing 1, 3, and 9. There's already a 3 in row 5, so take the 3 out of those, make that the 3. The 1 looks down, making that the 9 and that the 1. I'm down to 2 digits, 2 and 8. And I'll use that 8 to make that the 2 and that the 8, and that is the correct solution. Of course, this has had 1,700 solves in 26 days. This puzzle is great. It's probably also been solved on other channels. Feel free to go look for those. Check out whatever channels that you think are good. I watch several. At the moment, I'm kind of on a Timotab and Puzzle Patzer kick. I'm really enjoying watching them. But yeah, really, really fun puzzle. Across by 99% sneaky. And it was a bit sneaky. This 4-8 being up here, if this was 1-2, I couldn't put 1-2 up here. I think that's the most sneaky part of the puzzle, and I really enjoyed it. And the fact that these ended up being different and everything. I really like this one. It wasn't a gimme. I like that. Really good stuff. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you 99% Sneaky for sending this one in. I hope you enjoyed everything. And as always, good luck with your solving.